So this is going to be my second braces update. Yeah, it's been a long time since my first one, so let's get right into it. But on January 19th, I got my teeth extracted. Yeah, so I got my premolars taken out. And let me just tell y'all, that was the worst pain that I have ever felt. Like, it was so painful. So you have to go to your regular dentist to get this done, because my orthodontist, of course, doesn't pull teeth. They have some orthodontists that do all of that in one, but mine doesn't. Anyways, so yeah, I got a consultation with my dentist. He just assured me that it was just gonna be some like pressure, and he was just like, it's just gonna just be a lot of pressure. So I was just like, oh, okay. And he was just like, I'm gonna numb you. And he was just like, if you want to get the laughing gas and stuff like that, you can. So I was just like, I mean, if it's just gonna be pressure, like, I'll just, you know, get the numbing shots in my mouth and just be good, because I don't want to use all that extra medicine if I don't have to. And he suggested someone give me a ride, but I was just like, I mean, you just said it was pressure, so I mean, like, I can do it. Like, I don't know, I can do it myself. And then plus I didn't have anyone to bring me, because, you know, like, people work and stuff like that. So yeah, so on the day of the extractions, you sign a waiver just basically saying that it's okay for them to pull the teeth. And then, you know, they numb your mouth. And for me, it takes me a while to get numb. That's just like for my dad and my mom. I don't know why it takes us forever to like get numb, but it does. So he like he gave me a couple shots, and then he waited for about 10 minutes for the, you know, the numbness to kick in. And then he tried to start, and I was like, I still feel everything. So he was just like, okay, I'm gonna give you a few more. Mind you, we went through this for about 45 minutes. Like, it just took me forever to get numb. So I was there longer than normal, because for one, it took him forever to numb me, and for two, my teeth were so stubborn, like they did not want to get out. Basically, I felt pretty much everything, because the numbing medicine, it was just taking too long to kick in, and then I didn't have anyone to drive me, so that's why I didn't do the gas or whatever he was trying to give me. So I was just like, just come on, like, let's do this. So he took these, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it was like it looked like a little screwdriver, except for the tip was bent. That's what like he used to like get my teeth out. So he like did that and like pressed really hard trying to like get it out. Worst pain of my life. Like, I don't even think y'all understand. That pain was so, like, I was about to cry. Like, I had to think, like, is this worth it? Because this is horrible. He like took the plier things and like tried to pull down on my teeth to like get it loose, and like, I don't want to freak y'all out, but y'all can literally like hear y'all tooth being like torn out, basically. Like, that was just a different experience than I was expecting. Then like, once he like kind of got your tooth a little loose, and then that's when he started like doing it back and forth, and then he'll pull it down, do it back and forth, and then until it just finally comes out, and then it's just, yeah. But my pain tolerance is not good. Like, I hate pain, so I might be like over exaggerating or whatever, but yeah, I don't want to like I don't want y'all to think like, oh, it's just getting me, you know, getting my tooth pulled like when we were little kids. Like, no, that mess hurts. Like, this is your permanent tooth that's not supposed to come out. After he like took my teeth out, he gauzed me up, and like, I guess I was bleeding like so much that they normally the gauze is supposed to last you until you get home, but my gauze, they had to change it like before I even left again. That's how much I was like bleeding. Like, it was just like running out of my mouth, and I was just like, at first I thought something was wrong because I was just like, I'm bleeding like so much. And then you just like feel like these deep holes in your mouth. Like, it's just, I don't know. That was a different experience that I hope to never have to experience again. I got home, like, I was in so much pain, and then they prescribed me pain medicine, but for me, I get sick off of medicine, so like I can't take like Loratabs or like none of that pain medicine. So he tried to prescribe me something different. I think it was hydrocodone or I really don't know what the name of it was. I just know it was some type of pain medicine. Anyways, I took that and that made me sick. Like, it did, I couldn't even hold it down. So basically I had to go through this whole process without medicine. I mean, I took some Tylenol and probably some Advil, but not no for real pain medicine to where like you'll be good. Like, you won't be feeling the pain. Like, I think this process was worse than I expected because I felt everything, and then also I didn't have anything to help me get through the pain. It took 1 week for me to like completely like stop bleeding. Yeah, stop bleeding. So just so you know, you're gonna be bleeding for like the whole week. They say about 2 to 3, you'll bleed for 2 to 3 days, but I bled for like a whole week. Sometimes, like, if I chew something too hard, like I like started bleeding again. So I don't know, just the healing process, you have to really make sure you clean your mouth out. Like, please clean your mouth out really, really good. Be careful what you eat, because you don't want any food or anything to get stuck in those little holes, and it's just, you just don't want that to happen because then it can cause like infections and all that. I don't want to gross anybody out, but yeah. So this is like, I don't know, y'all can kind of see where the extractions were. I'm not really just allowed to like get all in my mouth though, because that's just too much. But yeah, you can see the extractions. They were actually like, I'm a little farther along in my treatment recording this video, but they were way more noticeable, which is back then, which is why I stayed away from like recording a video. I kind of wish I could show y'all, but I know I was extremely uncomfortable just talking to someone like face to face. Like, I wouldn't even like really want to talk. Yeah, I definitely was not about to get on camera for other people to see that. And then plus, like, it was still healing, so it was just still like sometimes bloody and all of that, and that was just gross. So I got my teeth pulled on January 19th. Then I went back to my orthodontist on February 15th, because they say after you get your teeth pulled, you need 2 weeks for healing, and then that's when you come back to the orthodontist. On February 15th, I got, she like checked to make sure like my extractions were healing good before she moved on to the next step. I got the teeth extracted, like, let's start getting this stuff closed. And by then I still had my gap in the front, so I was just like, okay, well, I hope like they like let's start closing this up. And she was just like, no, your teeth still need to rotate more. And I was like, rotate? Like, can you just close these gaps so I can be like, so like we can like get this moving? But she was like, no, your teeth need to rotate more. And so that's why the only thing she did during that appointment was just put a thicker wire on. Next appointment was April 12th, and during that appointment I got a chain on my front 4 teeth. If you don't know what a chain is, it's just like this little, it's like this little links of like rubber bands, and like they just put it around each bracket, and that's what starts to like close your teeth together. That closed my gap, so she put it on this, and this, and it closed this gap. Your teeth will be sensitive, so it might be a little hard to eat, but since it was only on my front 4 teeth, it wasn't that hard. I could just chew in the back. But That's also like when like my extracted teeth were so like sticking out. The gap is definitely way smaller than it was in the first one. A couple weeks after that, like it was completely gone. Like there was no gap, so it just looks like how it is now. My next appointment was June 3rd, and that is when I got the chain on all of my teeth, which this was the appointment that I was like, yes, like let's get this rolling. So anyways, like she put the chain on all of my teeth, starting from the very back all the way to this side, and then at the bottom all the way to this side. Yeah, and let me show you. So this is what they look like now. Also, I bought this amazing thing. It's a water pick. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but this thing is amazing. It doesn't substitute flossing, but when you get your chain on, it's so hard to floss and it hurts. So this kind of helps a lot, and it is very like powerful. I don't know if it can you hear it? But yeah, so you just put water in it, and then you just, of course you gotta have your mouth closed.